Hello, Mr. Cranston.
Is that your dog's name, Mr. Cranston?
Yes, weirdly, and not even based on you, which is the oddest part of all. I had to introduce you to Tootsie. This is Tootsie because when my kids watched the movie, they said Bob looks just like Tootsie,
Kind of like Tootsie.
kind of like Tootsie. But my
Tootsie,
husband said maybe
Tootsie,
not. So Toots,
Tootsie,
look at Bryan.
Tootsie. He's looking.
She's like, why are you doing this to me right now? So can you weigh in? Can you settle the argument? Do you see a resemblance with Bob or
Tootsie is far more handsome than Bob.
well, now you have it. Now you can get down, see? And you can gloat. No, she's just going to stay in my lap for the entirety of this interview. I'm excited to talk to you about this because I live in the Seattle Tacoma area. And so, of course, Ivan is a bit of an icon here. How much, if any, research did you do about his real life prior to taking on this role?
A lot. Once I read the script and then the book, and then I went to the documentary that was made, and going on YouTube and finding news articles and clips from remotes about the shopping center in Tacoma, and I thought it was fascinating. The idea that a couple adopts a lowland gorilla with little diapers on and would take him to the park and put him in the swings, and people would flock to that. And at first they think that's a good idea. And then all of a sudden that gorilla grows up to become the silverback it was meant to be. And what do you do? And I think it was a very human foible of them to think that I don't want to say goodbye to our son, so I'm going to keep him and put him in a stationary circus.
Right.
It's a bizarre idea that wasn't destined to continue. But it's still, I kind of understand it. And that's why I was attracted to this character of Mac, that he has flaws. His decision making isn't always sound. It is based in emotion, a lot of it, but very relatable. And so I wanted to play this character who is troubled, has inner conflict, and is trying to find his way out to do the right thing.
You gave him an excellent, intentionally bad on your part accent when he is performing as the ringmaster. Was that based on anything in particular? What was that an amalgam of?
No, I was talking to Thea Sharrock and I said, I think when he's the ringmaster, he should put on a show. He's very theatrical. And to American audiences, to hear a British accent and a formal British accent at that, it lends itself to some kind of international intrigue. And oh my gosh, it's kind of special and different than what we're used to hearing. And that's part of the show. So it seemed to fit. And then when he's backstage, that all drops. He takes off his girdle. He's got a little girth in his belly. And he's not at all who he presents himself to be when the show is on.
Even after so many years and so many changes in our area, people do still love Ivan. The story of Ivan, there is a statue erected to him out in front of Point Defiance Zoo and Park. What do you hope, particularly kids who live in this area, take away from this film?
Well, I hope kids, not just in your area, but everywhere around the world, may start a conversation. It is a controversial conversation. What should we do with animals? Is it right for us to put them in captivity? It's been going on for hundreds of years to have zoos and traveling zoos until they had stationary places. And then also animals in the circus, which have dropped off. So where is that place? Well, our position is not to answer those questions, but to ask the question. Maybe children will be stimulated, entertained, laugh and cry about this movie, and have them inspired to be able to ask their parents or grandparents, why is there captivity of animals? Why are there zoos? Is it right? Is it wrong? If we can start the conversation within the family, we've succeeded.
Thank you so much for your time. And I just want to say I'm really glad you're well. And thank you for continuing to stand up and speak out about masks. We're big on that on my show and doing a whole campaign at our station, and every voice matters. So thank you.
I think with mutual cooperation of the humanity that we are, if we do the right thing and show mutual respect for ourselves and others, we'll get through this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Say goodbye, Tootsie.
Bye, Tootsie.
Bye-bye.